Hello, entrepreneurs. I'm Kevin, and I'm very excited today because I have a special and very helpful new book to share with you. It's called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Now, Hal has a really unique background. He is a best-selling author, renowned speaker, business coach, life coach, ultra-marathon runner, and these are all super impressive accomplishments. He accomplished all of this, though, after a lot of unfortunate events as well, like getting caught in a terrible car wreck and being pronounced dead for a while. As you can imagine by the title, this book is trying to share with us why making the most out of our mornings is super important in order to make the most out of your life and achieve your wildest dreams. It also shares with us a bunch of different techniques and strategies on how exactly to do so. So if you've watched my other videos in this channel before, you will know that Entrepreneurs Book Clubs, or EBC, is all about reviewing books that will help entrepreneurs like myself and like you. Now, this book, The Miracle Morning, is in a category that I like to call foundational books, because you can read a bunch of books on different fields like sales, marketing, strategy, whatever, right? But these personal development and self-improvement books will help you make the most out of the other types of books that you read by kind of making you more efficient or focused per se. So after reading this book, I bought into the teachings 100%. I believe that the Miracle Morning routine is super helpful, makes a lot of sense, and he also gives you all the tools necessary to implement it in your life properly. Just a high-level overview of what all different things this book covers. There's 3 distinct sections in my mind. First, he talks about why focus on mornings, right? And here's just a few reasons that he talks about. Because most people in this world live with untapped potential, but everyone deserves to achieve their wildest dreams, right? There shouldn't be anything holding you back. But in order to do so, you need to work towards that every day and dedicate time to develop yourself. So the argument that the author makes is that mornings are the ideal time to do this, because if you think about it, mornings affect how the rest of your days go. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into years, and years turns into the rest of your life. The second main idea covered in this book is how to wake up more easily or pleasantly. Because he's not in a fantasy world. Of course, we all know that mornings are difficult, and a lot of us just want to snooze over and over. So he definitely doesn't just say like, oh, set your alarm early and just do it. It's not that simple. We all know this. So he provides a lot of really useful tips that I've been using already, and they actually work. For example, you need to kind of get in the right mindset before you fall asleep, and don't tell yourself that it's going to suck when you wake up because you didn't get enough sleep, or else that's going to kind of be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Another thing you can do is to put your phone or your alarm clock further away, so you have to get up to shut it off. Have a glass of water nearby so you can take a big sip of water first thing you do when you wake up, and also just go brush your teeth soon afterwards so that you can let your body and mind get up to speed, get kind of running, and get warm per se. And section number 3, in terms of main ideas, is what to do now that you're up early. So he coined his SAVERS process. That's SAVERS. That's just an easy tool to remember what all you can include in your morning routine. First is silence or some meditation time, just to clear your mind and to get your mind fresh. 2 is affirmations. This is where you kind of talk to yourself and tell yourself your goals, give yourself some props, and make some commitments into reaching your goals. V stands for visualizations, and that is where you close your eyes and visualize yourself having a successful, happy, and productive day. E is for exercise, and he suggests that you do some quick exercise in the morning before you take your morning shower so you can earn the shower, right? R is for reading, and that is just take a few minutes every morning to read a few pages of a book so you can continue to learn and grow your mind. And lastly, S is for scribing, just to make it easier to spell out something that's easy to remember. But that means writing, like writing in your journal and just recording your personal growth so that you can come back and read it later and see how much you've improved and what you were thinking about, what you were planning. And so he says that you should try to do the SAVERS routine 1 hour every morning, or if you don't have that much time, just less time, but scale down each one into a smaller time period. So besides these 3 main sections, why mornings are important, how to wake up more pleasantly, and also what to do now that you're up early, he also includes a lot of other surrounding discussion about mindset and why you would even want to follow Miracle Morning. But I'm not going to spoil everything. This is just a short review. So I'll leave that to you to buy this book and read it for yourself. So what did I specifically think about this book, and what are my opinions on the good and the bad side? Well, the first thing I really liked about this book was his life story, and I was honestly fascinated when I read about it. It was really a roller coaster ride. He's not someone who was just like always had the highs and never had the lows, right? Because then why would he even need something like the Miracle Morning, right? So Hal Elrod went from a carefree 20-something, living his life, going along, pretty happy and content. That all changed when he was pronounced dead from a car accident, but he was revived. And he pulled himself up and became the best sales manager ever in his pretty large sales company, booking a ton of money in terms of overall sales. After that, he kind of dove in, not knowing anything, and became a pretty successful life and business coach, making a lot of money. But then he went deeply in debt during the 2007-2008 American recession and kind of got depressed and didn't have a lot of support system. So he had to pull himself all the way up once again from that, and then became a best-selling author, ultra-marathon runner, and now more recently a cancer patient and survivor. So as you can see, his life went up, down, wasn't just on a straight path the whole time. So that is definitely something I like and makes him more relatable. Especially since during the hard times, that's when he discovered and developed the Miracle Morning techniques and used them to reach his goals and to pull himself back up from the lowest depths that he was in. This is a true testament for these techniques and its ability to help others do the same. Number two thing I really liked about this book is that he's really practical. It's not all just high-level musings per se. I like this realistic approach. For example, he doesn't expect you to just start waking up at 5 a.m. all of a sudden. He recommends a slow but steady approach, like slowly inching your way down there. And he also talks about all the challenges that you'll face when implementing this process, right? Gives you tips and tricks to make it easier. And also, when talking about a saver's approach, he tells us to go one step deeper. For example, when doing affirmations, don't just affirm what your goals are. Also include the why you care about this, and also what specifically you'll do and commit to make that happen. Lastly, there was just one thing I didn't quite like about this book though, and that is, in all fairness, he did do quite a bit of selling of his other products and his Miracle Morning community. And so that is probably a turnoff for some readers, especially near the end of this book. I skimmed over large sections very quickly. He was just recommending various products to buy, like which journals to buy, what other books of his that you should read, going to his website to download stuff to his communities. Those are kind of tangential and not really necessary to get the most out of what this book teaches. So, in conclusion, I like to judge books based on how actionable they are. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know this about me. This one definitely is super actionable. In fact, it's already made an immediate impact on my life. I've already been waking up earlier and have had a better start to my day, finding myself more efficient. So everyone, not only entrepreneurs, but especially entrepreneurs, should read this book. This can help you achieve your dreams in all parts of your lives, not just business, okay? So kind of like I said earlier, this will help you maximize everything else you learn in your journey to become a better entrepreneur. This is a foundational piece. You definitely should get it. 2 thumbs up. Not to mention, it was a super easy read. It was only a little bit over 100 pages. Like I said, I skimmed over most of the end of it. Super easy read. I finished it in just a few days. Definitely go get it. And I ranked this among the highest of all the books I've read so far. So if you're excited, if you liked my reviews, please support me by liking this video and subscribing down below to catch my future reviews as well. This is Kevin. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time.